Hey guys, Losing Louie here. Happy 4th of July weekend. I thought this would be an excellent time to go ahead and study and recap and ask your opinions of the 100th anniversary Centennial Gold releases from the US Mint. As you know, they have already released the Merc 1/10 ounce 999 24 karat gold version, and we are currently waiting for the standing Liberty version. I did a little research on this to see what I could find out about it, and I'm just going to recap some of that. At the end of this video, I will be doing an unboxing of my brand new graded standing Liberty um, silver 1917. My first, actually. So what's happening with the mint? As you know, 125,000 of the Mercury dimes were released a few weeks ago, and or maybe it was a couple months ago at this point. And there was a family household limit of 10, and those were issued, I think, right around $200. And those did very well in the aftermarket. So congrats to those that got those. I know I have a couple remaining of the 10 that I bought. And so what is coming up next is the Standing Liberty. So here's what different magazines and whatnot are saying about it. They're saying the fans of the Centennial Gold Tribute coins are puzzled that the Standing Liberty Gold Quarter does not have a release date yet. Yet it was displayed at a coin show, and the image was shown. I believe Salivate showed us the advanced image of the Standing Liberty quarter, which one particular retailer was able to get a hold of. But they're wondering why the Mint has not announced the release date. There are certainly reasons why the Mint needs to wait to release certain information about its programs and coins, but in this situation it seems puzzling. Buyers need advance notice so they can figure out how to budget for several expensive coins that interest them. And the coin media can help the Mint get out the word, but they've heard nothing. Perhaps the explanation is the lack of information, such as restructuring of staff or management. All right, so as you know, the Standing Liberty Quarter is not as well known as the Walking Liberty half dollar. The Standing Liberty was a design from Herman Atkins McNeil, and he was commissioned and came up with the really unique depiction of liberty. I'm going to show you some pictures here in a moment. When they do release the Standing Liberty, it will again be in a custom designed hardwood presentation box. I thought those were quite nice for the Merc, and I look forward to getting hopefully the same box for the Standing Liberty. Here's another article from Our Rare Coins. Following the April debut, the U.S. Mint will be releasing the next item. Don't forget to collect the originals. In the meantime, don't overlook the original classic coins on which these 2016 tributes are based. And that's what I'm doing at the end of this video, showing you the silver representation of the gold coins. I believe Cull Silver also did a side-by-side of each of the silvers. And I think those are cool to have those, although they are not so easy to find in good qualities. Nudity is nixed in the design update. As you may know, the Liberty's right breast is uncovered in the 1917 version, and that was quickly reversed in subsequent versions, making the 1917 version the free the nipple version of the coin. And what makes the Standing Liberty interesting is that is the version that they are using for the gold. So I think that adds a great degree of interest to the to this gold product. Lady Liberty herself is reportedly modeled after actress Dora Dosher. Let's have a look at Dora Dosher. There she is, guys. What do you think? Okay. Also, let's see, where was I? Dora Dosher. Also, another model named Irene McDowell has also claimed this role. And we've got a picture. It was hard to find a picture of Irene McDowell, but I was able to find one on the internet. And here she is. No, that's Scarlett Johansson. Okay, so going back to this, what is so anyway? They're saying collect the originals. They're very cool, and you can match those up with your golds and have a good time comparing the two. This is the pricing chart, and with the spike in gold and silver prices, and by the way, congratulations to stackers who kept the faith and we're buying from $14 on up. Okay, you know, this is a celebration that finally we're getting some appreciation in the markets, and I'm just thrilled to see everybody making money. It has been a long couple of years for me anyway, but I'm so thrilled that I kept buying all the way down and have continued to buy on the way up. But in terms of pricing, so now we have gold. This is the pricing guide, and I couldn't fit it all on the screen here, but the Mint has released what the pricing will be for each of these coins, depending on the price per ounce. So where the Standing Liberty works out is it's going to be at the current levels of spot price at 1340, I think it was. I think it's about 1340. This coin is going to cost $485, and it could easily go up to 497 if we get a little more of a spike, or who knows, who can predict spot. But that is the pricing on this coin. How many are they going to make? All right, well, as you know, they released 125,000 of the Mercs and sold them all out in minutes. I have read, I believe it was in Coin World in the magazine, that the Mint went on record as saying that the maximum mintage they would want for the whole series would be about 225,000. And of course, that could always change. But to me, then, that means that we have about 100,000 that they could potentially release between the standing and the seated. The standing being the smaller of the two, maybe they would do 60,000 of those and 40,000 of the seated, or maybe 50,000 and 50,000. What will the household limit be? Your guess is as good as mine. The household limit on the Mercs were 10. Apparently, you know, those got gobbled up really fast by investor flippers. So I would expect the household limit on the Mercs to be less, hopefully more than one, like they did with the Platinum coin. So I would hope that we'll be able to buy more than one. Maybe they'll do three. Okay, just guessing. So, but I would look for about a 50,000 mintage and a household limit of maybe a couple or three. Here is Herman McNeil, the designer of the coin. And what's interesting, another interesting thing about this coin, I'm not going to go into his history. I showed you the model already, but did you know that the first original prototype of the Standing Liberty quarter had dolphins? And just look at how beautiful this image is here with Standing Liberty um, with dolphins. And let's see, why did they nix it? I don't know why they nixed it, but then he came up with this image. As you know, you've seen that already with the bare breast, but the version with the dolphins is really beautiful. There she is again, the model that it was portrayed after. And well, okay, I'm going to take a break from this and go over to the unboxing. Be right back. Hi guys, back at you. Okay, what you have in front of you is the first release, the Mercury dime, 1/10 ounce, 24 karat. I haven't showed this off in a while, but there it is. Just beautiful. Of the 10 I got, I saw no quality problems with any of them. But I know not everybody was that fortunate. And there are just a slew of these graded in MS-70, so many that it almost doesn't make sense to collect them in MS-70. And it's kind of funny, Government called me the other day and said, "We've got the first release, Merc dimes, for some large amount of money." And I said, "Well, dude, that's ridiculous because every Merc dime in the world sold out in the first 15 minutes. So by definition, they're all first release." So much for that. He kind of laughed, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not doing that." Anyway, so there's the Merc dime in the beautiful presentation case that they do. And now on to my unboxing of this numismatic. I paid $165 for this slab coin, and I am not a numismatic guy by a long shot, but I do dabble, and when I do, I like to go with graded versions, slabbed versions, because I can't tell fakes from authentics and cleaned from non-cleaned. Or I'm not very good at it anyway. So I went with the slabbed version, and I went with the best image I could because I wanted to give you the good comparative to the gold. So that's what I did here, is I found the best looking Standing Liberty 1917 version, free the nipple version. Oh gosh, what did they do? Glue it shut? That I could find. And that cost me $165 minus rebates. Whatever those all were. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to rip it. This is NGC, as you can tell from the slab. Okay, here we go. So here it is. All right, so this is 1917 Type 1 AU50, and there you go. So not a perfect coin, AU50, but I thought it was in pretty good shape, and you can see a lot of the detail in this coin. Matter of fact, on some of the MS versions, you really can't see that much more detail. So that is my 1917. Oh, and the back. The back is, the reverse is just as beautiful as the obverse. Yeah, perhaps there's a little more wear on the reverse here than there was on the obverse, but I wanted you to get a good look at the obverse. Look at that. That is a beautiful eagle. Just beautiful. So I'll be pulling this out to compare to the gold if it ever releases. Now guys, please let me know what you're thinking about the Standing Liberty, whether you're collecting it, whether you're buying to flip it, whether you think it's a good deal at that price. Are you going to buy it and have it graded like everybody did with the Merc? You're just going to buy it and enjoy it? Do you think it will do well? I personally think the Standing Liberty is going to do really well. I just have a feeling about this one, and I'm saving up money for it if they'll let me buy more than one. So, all right. That's all I have for now. Enjoy those high spot prices, guys. Hey, and don't sell out too soon. We're just beginning this move. All right, Losing Louie signing out. Happy 4th of July weekend.